all you cool cats and kittens. It has been a while. I'm really sorry about that. But now school is finally over. I made it a year. Final season is done. Yay! This upload is going to come out June 1st if everything goes according to plan. I'm actually filming this May 31st right now, so I'm giving myself like a day to edit. It's fine. And June 1st is a Sunday, but I just want to make it clear, my normal upload day is still Fridays, so you will be getting 2 videos this week, one on Sunday and one on Friday. During school, I basically just wrote a bunch of scripts whenever I had the time, so there's like a lot of videos to do now that I just haven't recorded or had the time to record. But now I am doing that, and you guys will be getting uploads frequently again. Recently, I found a few of my old notebooks where I wrote scripts for YouTube in like the 4th grade, and now I write scripts on Google Docs, obviously, because I'm not a nerd, but when I was younger and little, I did used to write in varying notebooks. It was pretty much all I would do, actually, in class. I would like ignore my studies to write scripts. For a YouTube channel I didn't even have at the time because I was a 4th grader. I didn't start this until freshman year of high school. But yeah, before we start going into those, I'd like to give some important context for most of these scripts. Before I was Chili the Cat on a solo channel, I was Chili the Cat in a group channel. We never actually made the channel, but we had really big dreams for it. I'm sure everyone's at some point thought about becoming YouTube famous and living in a mansion with their best friends. And we called it the Emmy Squad because at that time I was troubleshooting some version of Emmy for my channel name or personal name, I guess. Unfortunately, the Emmy Squad broke up a few years ago. I'd say if I did still talk to them, we'd be on pretty good terms, but we have no way to contact each other. At least most of us. The general idea was that everyone would have a color assigned to them. There were 3 original members, me, Blue, and Toad, and I actually have a picture of us framed. This is the first ever fan art of the Emmy Squad that we did. And it doesn't even really count as fan art because it's just Blue right there. She was our artist in the group, and she does my thumbnail art now, so we're on really good terms. This was the first ever art that was made of the Emmy Squad. Like, we had really big dreams for this thing. And obviously her art's improved a lot, as you can tell by my thumbnail art today. And my thumbnail art pretty much all the time, unless specified otherwise. On top of that, the later additions were Elshot, who was orange, Dance Monkey, who was yellow, Wolfie, who was purple, Bunny was pink, Moonspider was gray. And like I said, we were in the 4th grade. These were big roles for the 4th grade. I still talk often with Elshot as well, and the Emmy Squad did break up because I went to a different school, but I still see some of the members occasionally. The group channel, the Emmy Squad, actually focused on doing skits, specifically in the format of YouTube Shorts, because at that time, YouTube Shorts was like the new thing, and so everybody wanted to capitalize on that. Some other context you might need is that I've always had a fairly inflated ego. When I first started doing this, I was under the impression I would blow up fast. I didn't, obviously, because YouTube is much harder than it looks, and I've always been painfully aware of what it's like to be famous, the downs and ups of it, despite never actually being famous myself. I think that self-awareness, especially for how young I was, is actually a good thing. And I have my parents teaching me internet safety to thank for that. A lot of the scripts you'll see here, especially for the scripts I wrote for myself and not for the Emmy Squad, have something in some capacity to do with being famous, fame, or how overwhelming fame is. That being said, this is the first notebook that we will be using. I didn't notice at first that this was one of my script writing notebooks because I only used the last, section of it to write scripts. And this has been my school notebook, and it's what I use to take math notes now. So, thank you, old Chili the Cat. Jumping straight into it. Chili the Cat. Script notebook. I'm a little bit scared. I didn't look at any of these beforehand. This first one is titled, "When You Go Out and you're famous. I'd like it on record for the rest of this video. I was in 4th grade. In-house, back view, chilly. I'll do a different voice for me, even though it's me. Chilly. Almost ready to go out! Puts on mask, walks literally 1 step. Crowd was chatter. Stops when they step. Paparazzi. Oh my gosh, it's really chilly to cat. Can I have your autograph? I'm your biggest fan. Paparazzi song starts. I'm not sure what I meant by that. What paparazzi song? Did I mean like Paparazzi by Lady Gaga? Or the one by Kim Dracula? Or just like a song that generally felt like the paparazzi? Chili does peace signs and runs back to the house. I hate this next line so much. Yeah, I'ma just stick to making videos inside. Ooh woo. Ew. And then there's a PSA at the very end. Know what you're signing up for. I didn't. In case you think I'm lying about any of that, here is the script in its entirety. Yeah. Yeah, I was in 4th grade. I was in 4th grade, by the way, guys. Just to clarify. On this next page is my intro and outro. And these were going to be animated as well, but I falsely and stupidly was like, I'm gonna be a great animator when I grow up, and now I barely even draw. I would say I am a good artist. Not as good as my friends, but anyways. Animated. Chili stuffing their face, mask on, with katsudon and soba. Waves. Another thing I should mention is that I wanted to be Japanese so bad when I was in 4th grade because all of my friends were watching anime. And don't get me wrong, anime is cool. It's sick. I love anime. However, you wanna know what isn't cool? Cultural appropriation! So I would like to say the views of 4th grade Chili to Cat are not the same views as present day high schooler Chili to Cat. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So this next portion is supposed to be said in 5 seconds. So I will actually get a stopwatch for this timer. Where's my clock app? Do I not have a clock app? Okay, we ready? Hi guys, I'm Chili the Cat. This video is dedicated to Name. Here are shoutouts. Optional. Thanks to this beautiful person for giving me an idea for this. Thanks to everyone on the Chili the Cat team. Without further ado, please enjoy the vid. So that was 15 seconds. I don't know why little me thought I could say all of that in 5 seconds. I'm not sure where they were going with that. Thanks to everybody on the Chili to Cat team. There's a team? I didn't know that. Team? Where? I edit all of my videos myself. I'd say the most team that I have is me and my thumbnail artist. We're toughing it out. And then it says Chill Vibes Cat, and that's the cat that I have at the end of all of my videos. At least one thing stayed the same. And then it says vid start, vid end. And then this is my outro. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you want more content like this. Have a nice day. Ooh woo. Why was I obsessed with the ooh woo? On this next page, we have Best Fake News. We had a segment on our channel. The idea was that every week we would like make up news, like satirical news, and we would like film a YouTube short of us like in a fake newsroom, probably made out of cardboard, that we would film these in. So let's get right into it. Bob the Tomato. Exposed! Glorified hacky sack? Bakugo sneezes. Fatal? Man throws hamster out of window, saying, Pikachu, I choose you. There was supposed to be more on this page. There was supposed to be so much more, but I erased it. There were like eraser marks on the page. We had expectation versus reality video ideas. I'm just gonna read like title of these out. Meeting Dobby. Meeting Bakugo. Meeting Shoto. Playing the flute. Sidebar. None of us played the flute. None of us played any instruments at that point in time except for me and Dance Monkey, who played drums. And I guess Spider Monkey as well. He also played drums, but that was after Dance Monkey did it. And about the same time that I started playing drums. And now I play 3 instruments. Eating hottest hot sauce. And I spelled hot wrong? That's not how you spell hot. Did little me just not know that it was like hot sauce, like the temperature, like it's supposed to be hot? And then this one says PE, And in parentheses, it's supposed to say girls, but it says gillers. Gillers. I'm not joking. And then the next one says PE, parentheses, boys. Not sure what that's all about. This was also one of the trends that was happening at that time, so I'm just gonna read it out. I'm sure you'll recognize the trend if you're an oldie like me. Chili, searches no school, goes to maps, Chili. We're going on a trip, Chili. Searches nuclear bomb. Shopping, Chili. Get in, losers, we're going shopping. Explosion sound effects. In case you think I'm joking about that, nope, it's the second one, right there. None of this is edited. This is all from 4th grade me, who I am a little bit concerned about. Chili. Searches. Your mom. Shopping. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. For their mom. Okay. Freak. Next page. What's under your bed says about you. Dirty clothes. You're a slob. Stuffed animals. Your child. Books. No shame in being a bookworm, I guess. Anime posters. You're a weeb. Nothing. You will get eaten by the bed monster. There's so much going on here, first of all. I actually don't know what to say. I think this is the funniest page I've ever come across. I was young enough to believe in the bed monster, but I was old enough to be a weeb. Top it all off, we have a blank page titled Famous Last Words. That's not it for that notebook. No, just one more page, I think. Emmy Squad, trying to be smart. If you shaved your head, you would be bald. If there was no light, it would be dark. I'm so proud of us. We were so smart. We were top of our class, 4.0 GPA. In this next notebook, it's less about the scripts. I don't think there were any scripts in here. And more about the art that I did. This was a prototype for Ringmaster Chili to Cat. I have a lot of things I could say about this one. Originally, there were going to be Chili to Cat variants, which I guess just meant, depending on the video, I would like change my costume or like whatever I was wearing that day. Obviously now I just like wear the mask to like conceal my identity. It's the closest to a superhero I'm ever gonna feel. So just let me have this. And this is actually the entire script for my video on Maxwell Green, which I would like to apologize about, by the way. I like glazed Alex Myers so hard in that. I feel so bad about that now because, for one, he's like mispronouncing Spanish words that are like very easily pronounceable, like Encanto and Madrigal, and those words are both said like in the movie Encanto, and he's just like blatantly ignoring that in favor of calling it Encanto and Madrigal, which is insane. And he also makes like black characters like very, very light-skinned, and so I do have a little bit of a problem with that. So I would like to apologize to Maxwell Green. I'm sorry for like saying you were like a horrible person in comparison to Alex Myers, and I'm sorry for glazing Alex Myers. Now back to the video. This is a good segue into one of my favorite bits I've ever done. Evil Chili to Cat. Gang, my lawn guys came. I don't know if you can hear that. If you can, sorry. Anyways, this was originally Chili to Cat.
Yay!
Yeah, originally I was gonna have a cat mask, which I do still have, I just don't wear it for videos. But wait, there's more. I'd like to introduce you to Evil Chili to Cat. Ooh, collarbones are showing. Ooh, eyes are red. Oh, so scary. Yeah, Evil Chili Cat is one of my favorite bits I've ever done, and I'm so excited that I'll finally be able to do that with the new masks I got, specifically for the bit, that are just like black versions of the masks that I already wear right now, which I'm unironically so pumped to wear. Anyways, this is a concept art for a book that we were planning on writing after we made it big. And this is drawn by me, by the way. All of this is The Emmy Squad! True story by Chili to Cat. And it's got me, Blue, and Toad. And I actually had like so many concepts written for this book. And then I wrote another song. This is based on FNAF 1. I'm not gonna like record it professionally, but I will do a little sing through, I guess. Okay. As I'm looking through the newspaper, an ad catches my eye. It's for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And they need a night guard. That doesn't rhyme. I thought I was cooking. At the bottom of the ad, it says, not responsible for injury or dismemberment. Something's fishy here, and I'm gonna find out what it is. I think I tried to rhyme dismemberment with it is. I apply for the job, and I go to the pizzeria. A man dressed all in purple gives me a toothy grin. Good luck, he says, and leads me in. Okay, Dr. Seuss, yes! At this point, I'm just a bit unnerved. When halfway through the hour, I get a call. The man says something of, respect the animatronics and remember to check the cameras. The energy's depleting, and frankly, I'm quite scared. The rabbit one is moving. Now he's over there! I close the door. I'm safe for now. The chicken stares at me through the screen. I'm at 13% energy. It's 5 a.m. Will I survive? And then that's it. That's all I have for my FNAF song. But yeah, that's it for the scripts that I had when I was like in 4th and 5th grade. I wish I had more. I know for a fact I have more. I just don't know where. I might do a part 2 if I find any more of these. As always,